Come on in, guys.
See how this next challenge goes. My biggest game plan is to win immunity, that's the guarantee, and then want to see if I can get Matt out because he's a massive threat, and I think I can talk Sandy into going for Matt if Matt doesn't win immunity.
I still just try hard, try and win, try and get immunity myself. I don't think that'll happen, so as long as I've given it my all, I'll be happy.
See if I can get some immunity because I think I'll probably won't last that much longer, but then I'm not a big threat. Hope I can play it out to the end. You never know.
Although it seems like we're one team, there's still a split between the red and the yellow still.
Jules and I are strong, we have to keep that number together. I'm still concerned there's a +1 stone somewhere between those three.
Welcome back. Final 5, congratulations. Okay, this time we're playing for the torch of protection. If you don't get this thing, you might be voted out. Alright, for this challenge. Each player throws 3 frisbees, trying to land them at the center of the target zone. Land it in a blue zone, you'll get 3 points. Red zone, 2 points. Yellow zone, you get 1 point. When it hits a brick tower, you get 5 points. Make sense? Alright, let's get started. First person to 30 points wins this challenge. Did you randomly choose the...
Yeah, we did it.
Excellent. All right, Matt, you first. 1 at a time. Wow, very nice. 5 points for Matt.
Just had to throw a frisbee and we had to land it within a perimeter.
+2 points. Matt is on 7. 9 points for Matt. Dina's next.
Throwing a frisbee in the wind, trying to hit the target, and obviously the segments trying to get the most points versus 30, so.
Just out of it. No points. Dina is still on 1 point, and again, it just bounced off the target. 1 point for Dina. Joe, good luck.
It was basically frisbee throwing. You get points depending where you hit the actual frisbee.
It's right in the middle. I'll give you 3 points.
Good work, Joe.
+1. And +3. You're on 7 points.
Awesome. Yeah, good on you.
Sandy,
Okay, Sandy.
good luck.
Frisbee game. I've never actually thrown one before, so that was quite exciting.
Very nice throw. 2 points for Sandy. +1. It's a bit windy. Another 2 points.
Good effort.
Julie?
I actually thought I'll watch and see how the others hold the frisbee and what sort of actions they do. Like in the end, I thought, I don't think it makes much difference, so that's why I just chucked a few a different way, and yeah.
Nice work.
3 points.
Oh, hit it?
It hit the statue, but it bounced off the ground. It has to fly into the statue to get 5 points. +3. Matt is on 9 points, Dina on 1, Joe on 7, Sandy on 5, and Julie on 7.
Hit the brick wall in the centre, you got 5 points, which was, it was good.
+5 points. Sandy and Matt are dead even. 14 points.
Oh, man.
Wind just takes it away.
Jesus Christ.
Just off the target. Joe?
Challenge was being able to aim for the bullseye, which was the brick wall, to get the extra points.
Come on, Joe.
There were a lot of times where I hit the brick wall, but because it bounced off from the grass, that didn't qualify as getting the full bonus points.
Pretty good throw, +3 points. Bounced off. Oh, almost, but 3 points.
Taking the lead.
Last 5 points.
It's all about luck as well, depending when it's up your turn, where the wind blows really.
It's really windy, but they do fly. Julie needs a miracle to win this challenge.
Yeah, I do.
I felt a bit disappointed in myself, thinking, was I rushing it, taking too long, was I not holding it properly?
No points.
Come on, Jules.
Matt gets 5 points. Matt is on 26. If he does it again, he gets the torch of protection. Not quite. Dina is on 16. Dina needs to get 3 5s to win. +2. I think it just bounced off the grass. And again, 26. If you hit the tower, you win the game. 28. Sandy's on 28. No points. Sandy's on 28. Sandy wins the challenge!
Excited. Oh, I've just done the impossible. I think nobody thought I'd ever win a challenge. But yeah, go figure. Never thrown a frisbee before, and I go win a challenge. It's like, that's just amazing. It's really great.
I lost by 1 point.
I'm happy with what I got.
I was rubbish, to say the least. Look, throwing a frisbee in the wind, inconsistent, obviously. Hard to get technique when you're trying to stuff out. It's a risk, but Sandy did the better job, so she definitely deserved to win it.
Jules, you got a shot? You get a shot.
Do I?
Yeah.
All right, to make the game fair, everyone should have the same amount of throws. Julie, your last throw.
My last try.
You got 15 to be tied up with Sandy. You have to get 3 5s to get to 30.
Okay. Ready? Ready.
That does it. Sandy wins immunity.
I thought it'd be a lot easier, and I thought, no worries, I'll hit a few targets. Did I get one? No. I've never really played much with frisbees, but that's no excuse. Even Sandy hadn't even played with a frisbee, and she ended up winning it.
Sandy, well done, congratulations. You win the torch of protection. You cannot be voted out this time.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thanks for playing. I'll see you soon. Head over.
Pretty sure there's an alliance strong of 3 now, especially after the food challenge was knocked back.
It's a bit disconcerting, obviously, having no protection whatsoever.
So I think it's either myself or Dino, but I'd like to stay again. I'd like to have one more crack at another challenge and see how we go.
Once I can get Sandy by herself quickly, because Matt obviously watching for people, talking to people, and he's a very strategic player, but my only chance really is to convince Sandy to get Matt out. This is the perfect opportunity to get Matt out.
If they were smart, they would vote me out.
Matt was right behind Sandy. He had 1 point off.
I'm the biggest threat. I came second in the last 2 challenges and I won the quarter one.
This is Sandy's perfect opportunity to get rid of him. He's clearly sly. He's going to turn on someone eventually to play this game right.
Right now it just comes down to how good of a bond I've made with Joe and Sandy.
Welcome back, guys.
I will be playing a very interesting game at Tribal Council.
For some reason, he's talking up the fact that I'm a threat, when clearly I'm not a threat at this current stage. I only won the reward challenge. I wish that was an immunity one.
I think I'm going to make up some stuff about Dino just to put a bigger target on his back. He's who I've been gunning for, and I think I'm going to tell a few lies to get Sandy and Joe, just in case they're not on board with voting out Dino.
Hi.
Hi.
So, Sandy, you got the torch of protection. Do you feel safe?
I do. Once in my life, yes.
Dina, were you hoping to get the torch of protection?
Absolutely
Do you
not.
feel vulnerable today?
Yeah, of course I feel vulnerable. For some reason I'm seen as a threat. I don't know how I haven't really proved myself as much of a threat, but
Matt?
Well, he's won one challenge, and clearly Andy doesn't want to give us his vote after we blindsided him. They're outnumbered. If one of them go, I don't think there's any bad blood between Julie and Dino if Julie went, so I think he could really win the game.
I don't think you'd vote for the person who you've been on the team with. You vote for the person who you think has played the game the best. That's the way that I would consider my vote. I don't think Andrew would consider me the best player so far. So all I'm saying to the other guys here today is a perfect opportunity to get at someone who has proved themselves as a threat and can continue on further. And
Who would that be?
I'm saying that a person who would be a big threat. This is the chance to do it.
Who do you see that as?
Well,
Yeah, it's a good question, Matt.
obviously Matt is the biggest threat to me, and obviously the threat to everybody. So he's proved himself that he knows Survivor very well. He knows the strategies and the games and everything like that.
Sandy, are you a little bit worried about Matt, about how strategic he is?
Yep, Matt is the biggest threat, most definitely.
Even though he's sort of on the ex-red team.
Yeah, look, I mean, he is. You know, I sort of agree with both the guys in a way that they probably do feel threatened by each other.
There's only so far the old team can go, in my eyes.
Is it a final two or final three?
It's final two.
There you go. At some point they're going to have to turn on each other, and if it's not now, then when is it?
But I think we made a pact, me, Joe and Sandy, from the very beginning, final three, and so
Yeah.
far we're standing there. The very first vote, Adam wanted to get rid of Sandy, so did Andrew. And, you know, I said, no, I want to get rid of Adam, and together we got rid of Adam. Also, last vote, Dino and Julie and the rest wanted to get rid of Joe, but no, we ended up...
Oh, that's
I know,
not
that
true.
wasn't-
That's not
that's
true at
not
all.
right.
It's a word against a word.
Well, no, well,
What
it's
I
not.
heard was that
My
Joe
word
was
hasn't come
going.
out, so here's my word. We're outnumbered here. What we're trying to do is expose a hole between the other tribe. I wasn't trying to target Joe or Sandy or Andrew. My idea was to do the best thing in both our situations and go with the vote the way they were going, which is why we had to jump on the Andrew vote, because they were obviously as the best option for us.
Right.
Try
So
to get
you
rid of
were
Joe.
originally targeting Joe. I have to put the target on Dino, but he will also put it back on me, so when it does come to the final, I can prove just from Dino's speech that I have played the game the best.
I was
You jumped
originally.
on
I had
Andrew,
no target. My target was to save myself. Obviously, my target was not to get rid of a player.
But that's what eviction is.
Oh, but I wasn't gunning to get rid of Joe. I was trying to exploit a hole in the sense that, you know, could Andrew pick off Joe? Because if it wasn't that, it would be pick off you or pick off Sandy. Look, what I'm saying is you're going to have someone as strategic as that. The jury has to be formed at some point. You'd want your own old tribe on there if you're going to go for team alliances.
And I actually, even though you said certain things on how you wanted me to vote, I actually, in the end, chose Andrew. Hadn't totally had it till just before he came out.
Yeah.
Because I thought there's three of you that were the big strong ones, I believe, and now it's left with two as to who leaves or goes.
Julie, you wanted to vote for someone else.
I know, and I ended up doing what
Yeah.
I wanted to
Okay.
anyway, what I felt was right with me. And obviously, I was a bit surprised when they all come out, all of them. Andrew, I was actually quite shocked because I wasn't aware of what was going on the
Yeah,
other side.
let's talk a little bit about the blind side.
Yeah.
The first blind side ever in this game. Matt, probably you're the mastermind behind this decision.
I wouldn't say the mastermind. The three of us, me, Sandy and Joe, we both came up with Andy. The three of us came up with Andy. It's good for Andy to know that Joe and Sandy were also gunning for him. Unless we got Andy. That could be massive. Because all we need is me, you and Sandy, because Sandy still has 2 votes.
Yeah, told him.
As far as Andy's concerned, it's Dino.
It's proven that you're a key player in the sense that you've chosen a pact and you're choosing votes and you know what's going on. You can't just say it was a as a group thing. Someone had to lead the way to get Andy out. You've proven yourself as a very strategic player, and honestly, if I was in the pack with you, you know, I don't think I could trust you going into the final three. Who knows which one of these other guys that you dog out. You're a big strategic player. These other guys are evenly not as strategic as you. In the jury, you would gun for it, saying that you played a better game. If you're talking about teams, which one of these guys?
Right there, gameplay right there.
I'm
trying to stay in the game.
I'm playing a game. Of course I'm trying to stay in the game. I'm not going to try and quit.
So I think we're all playing a great game here. We're the final five.
You have to turn your back on someone eventually.
I'm safe.
You are safe. Extra teams. Wouldn't it be easier to just go for the yellow team and leave Andrew on your team?
That's the way certain people have voted, but other people, like myself, are voting strategically as well, saying, well, between the last challenge, there was only 2 threats, and that was Matt and Andrew, because they're very competitive, the both of them, and Matt had immunity. So we couldn't vote him out anyway.
And not Dina? She's very competitive.
Competitive as anyone else.
Last challenge, that's the reason I voted Andrew, because I couldn't vote for Matt.
And why not take out a key player who could steamroll, and then...
But the
if you're in a,
challenges vary. Sandy won one.
if you're in a pack... Well, what are you saying? That Sandy is incapable of winning challenges?
No, I won one, you've won a challenge, so has she.
Well,
Who says that I'm going to win the next
Well, obviously,
challenges?
look, you've been a high competitor in all the challenges. You came second to me, you came second to Sandy. In the group challenges, you're a key player there as well.
I knew he was gunning for me. I knew I didn't win immunity. But
And,
who says I'm going to turn on my compliance?
Well, you have to turn on someone, because when it comes to the final three, and if you win immunity, you're going to have to choose one of those people to go. And honestly, do you want to be put in that kind of situation? Why not get that person out and then keep it going and have it even? This is the perfect chance to, you know, step everyone up. It'll be an even playing field.
That certainly would be fair.
But why not take it to the end as far as we can go?
Right, take it to the end. One of you's going to get dogged. One of you's going to be pissed on the jury. I can just see it happening
Hey,
now.
if we vote each other off now, it's the same as voting each other off in another 2, 3
Well, if you take out Matt as a key player, what you're doing now is you're giving yourself even more of a chance in the next challenge to win, but in every
who
challenge.
says you might not win the challenge?
Well, who says anything?
I knew his argument was flawed because I'll be able to beat anyone in an argument.
I didn't realise there's going to be so much talk.
Yes, it was getting very argumentative, wasn't it?
Very conflicting.
Exactly. But you've proven yourself as a strong competitor.
Sorry, Sandy?
I said sometimes I vote for the most argumentative people.
It's
So you'd rather vote them both out?
not arguing, it's just saying what's happening.
Joe, what's your take on this? Are you sticking to your core alliance also?
Yes, I can see it from everybody's point of view, and you know, as Sandy did point out, what's the difference between going out now or going out in the last 3 or 2? At least we've still got a chance to stay for as long as we can as a team, and being able to use our loyalty up until we can't. And that's beyond our control.
All right, so let's get to it. Joe, it's time to vote. Joe, it's time to vote.
Strong competitor. It's me or you, so it has to go this way. Playing a good game.
If anyone would like to play the Stone of Power, now would be the time. All right, I'll get the votes. All right, person with the most votes will become a jury and will join Andrew on the other bench. First vote, Dina. Second vote, Matt. Third vote, Dina. It's 2 votes Dina, 1 vote Matt. Matt. 2 votes Dina, 2 votes Matt. And the last vote, Dina. Please come here.
That was a chance to take out the major player, but they didn't do it.
It was a no-brainer. I was probably going to take Matt as well, but good luck to all of you. Go Jules. take him down. I'm still going to say it's going to be a recipe for disaster if you guys get down to that final three.
He's going to dog one of them if he wins that final immunity.
It's going to be dangerous times.
I said in the jury, what's going to happen is if he gets there, he'll say, I played the best game, I used strategy, I did this and this, and you guys just rode on my back all the way there. If Joe plays blindly, she won't win. So I said this is your chance to make a move, prove that you're actually, playing this game.
I can see from his point of view, but this is all a game in itself, so it's very hard to just take on what he said. At the end of the day, I'm still loyal.
I would have thought there was a bit of discussion. I didn't think there was that much discussion, being that both sides didn't have much option. We only got two, the other team has three.
Cool. All right. Thanks for playing.
No worries at all. Thanks for that.
We went in with the lower hand, and I think I did well to actually survive an elimination post-merge. That was an achievement for me. When you go in with the lower number, it's very hard to pick it up again.
It was my neck on the line.
Matt was worried that he was going to go. He was really getting nervous that Sandy might turn on him.
I'm voting you because you're one of the most strategic and competitive players. I think you've played a great game. You are a real threat. There's still a chance for two other people, or maybe three, to actually win this. So I'm sorry, but I have to go to you. I know you're going to win anyway.
Matt was still in my sights, even though he was a team member, because getting down to the final few, and we've got to go strategic as well. My decision wasn't actually made until that argument started.
And I thought to myself, sometimes it's best to keep your mouth closed for sometimes a little bit. Don't tell them too much because they could use it. And I think some of that may have sealed a bit against Dino, because I just had this small feeling that maybe Sandy might have possibly have got Matt out.
But loyalty is one of the biggest things I went for, and Dino blew it with his arguments. Dino had approached everybody to vote off Joe, although he said he did, and I voted for Dino.
Luckily, Joe and Sandy are very close to me. We stuck loyal to each other.
Final four. I hope you made a good decision, and see you at the next challenge. Bye.
Thank you.
I feel lucky. I know my time will come, as they're probably getting close to final few challenges. Yeah.
I'm not sure whether it was the last one or not, but I got Sandy to show her stone to everyone, and I asked her if I could just have it, and she was like, yeah, go for it.
I've had the stone the whole time, and I haven't had to use it. I would have used it this time, but I had immunity. Didn't seem really much point in trying to bring the stone out in play anyway, because we knew that the three of us were going to vote Dino, so we knew there'd be 3 on 2, so we wouldn't need that extra vote.
So, whether or not they're in play, it could work in my advantage. I could pull off a pretty big blindside, I think. Or, hey, I've got a collectible.
Did you work together?
No, we didn't. I tried.
We should have. I guess Dino tried to persuade me before my voting out that they were going to vote against me, and I didn't believe Dino. I doubted you, Dino.
That's fair enough.
To my demise. When they were in the tribal council, they said, oh yeah, we've been the three, top 3 since the start, and I was like, hang on, it was a top 4. It was a top 4 from the start. What's going on here? So, a little upset that I wasn't included in that merry number.
In that challenge, the trivia challenge, I heard Matt say to Joe that it was Andy next. I knew Andy was done. I don't know if I would have believed me in that situation either, so when I went up to Andy and spoke to him and said, look, you team up with me, I didn't even know he had a +1 stone. If I knew he had the +1 stone, we could have picked off Joe or Sandy instantly.
I was all gentlemanly and thought, I would never do that, you swine.
The whole team's trying to get you out. They weren't including him in the conversations, which he realises now, I think.
Yeah, that was funny, because he pointed out, he said, they're not talking to you, and I went, actually, that's a good point. I wasn't sure. I thought it was because you were trying to talk to me, and okay, well, clearly something's going on here. Maybe the fact that I was talking to you is why they voted for me.
Look, you never know what's going to happen. I probably would have trusted my team as well. And
I'm feeling a little scorned, a little burnt, that I reckon that could come back to bite them at the moment. My number's going with Julie, because I've got no beef with Julie. Julie didn't lie to me. Julie didn't do anything but hurtful and mean to me.
I'm always strategizing every single move I make. Tried to make that motherly son bond with Sandy.
Hide from the wind, my son.
I keep calling her mum, just as another game strategy.
You should have bought some more jumpers, dude.
Just so she won't want to vote out her son, but I'm okay with voting out my mum.